Hi there, it's Jack from DWED, and I just wanted to introduce you to something that we are trialling at the moment. It's really exciting. It's called a complex care plan. Now, firstly, we recommend that if you're using this, you download it and you put it into a folder. The idea behind this is just to make sure that everyone who's dealing with you is on the same page, literally, and that you don't get conflicting advice or information. So this is just going to briefly take you through the complex care plan and how to use it. So you can download it from the website on PDF or Word or in PDF booklet format, whichever you prefer, under the DWED Resources tab. And we're also going to be making a bit of a big deal about this on the Facebook group, so there should be plenty of links to it. So now that you've got it, all you need to do is fill in your name, your email, and your phone number. And this is the contents for you. Here we've got a appointment planner, because it's hectic when you've got several healthcare providers. So we wanted to provide somewhere for you to be able to keep all of your appointments in one place. Here's some basic information about type 1 diabetes and eating disorders, co-current anorexia, bulimia, and diabulimia, or EDDMT1, whatever you want to call it. So this is like a basic information sheet. It could be, you can give it to a new healthcare provider, you can send it in advance or whatever. It's just to make sure that the people who are dealing with you actually understand what's going on. We tried to keep it as short as possible. So this is about where you are at the moment. It might be that you've never spoken to anyone before, or it might be that you have spoken to people and you're having issues with them, or it could be that you feel you're getting completely different information from your eating disorder people and your diabetes disorder people. So here's the idea is to identify these problems here, and then hopefully use the complex care plan to try and iron out those issues. And here's a bit for your latest test results. We all know that we're a bit laboratory shy when it comes to kickstarting recovery, if you like. And obviously there's no pressure to use this, but I think it's really good to be able to see improvement, actually, particularly with the HbA1c. And we've left you some space beneath for other problems that you might want to improve, like perhaps gastroparesis. When you go into appointments and the GP will ask you who your diabetes clinic is, or your eating disorder clinic will ask you who your GP is. Well, we've provided space here for you just to fill all of that out, so you can just hand that sheet over rather than having to go through it. We have the other section here. You could also have a caseworker or a social worker that you want to be involved, so just a little space there. So the idea is that they all have each other's details. They can get together and discuss your treatment. Emergency contact details, obviously. Also, you'll probably be so used to people asking you this that maybe you can reel them off. But I mean, I personally have 20 different things on my repeat prescription, and I never remember them all. So this is just to make sure that everybody knows what medication you're on and also what you're on it for. I mean, we tend to find that perhaps a GP will prescribe a totally different neuropathy medication, for example, to DSN. So if you have this, you can hand it to your DSN and say, this is what I'm on. She might say, well, I think you need to be on something better. Or, similarly, it could go the other way with the GP. But we thought it was a good idea to actually say what's going on. Now this bit here, a lot of our members, they have other issues that they've not had investigated, and I particularly see this with gastroparesis. So, they may be being told that the throwing up is in their head or due to an infection or something, when it's actually due to an underlying gastric problem. It's never actually been investigated, and that could be just because it's being misdiagnosed or because it's never been brought up. Similarly with neuropathy. So we wanted to put a bit here for you to say, well, actually, this is a problem and I want it looked at. So here you go here to see, everybody there can see what's going on. Supporting documents. I don't know about you, but I prefer to actually know exactly what communication is going on about me, particularly when it comes to referrals. So if the GP are saying that they haven't got my HbA1c results, then I've got a copy of them, so I can say, well, here they are here. So the supporting documents could be, it's anything that you deem relevant, really. I mean, you have a right to your own information. And then that way, of course, when you do go somewhere and they say, we've not received that, well, you've got a copy of it. But you don't have to use that, of course, it's entirely up to you. This bit, I suppose, to put it on one page is more than slightly short-sighted, but I mean the idea of printing it out and putting it in a folder so that you can add pages to it, and this should be the plan to get you through recovery. And we want you somewhere to document it now, so you can actually see the progress, which is on the next page. And also that means that your professionals can say, well, they might be looking at this, but we want this to happen concurrently. Or, okay, we've done that now, what's the next improvement, sort of thing. So hopefully you'll use that. And of course, this is a training and further information from DWED. As you probably know, we go about the country and talk to people about type 1 diabetes and eating disorders, and we're more than happy to do that. If you feel that your health professional would benefit from some extra training or some support, then you can happily pass this on. Similarly, if you're reading this as a health professional, please do get in touch. And you can download an advocacy and training form from the website under the Get Help section. And of course, there's where you can find us on the website. And where you can donate, very important, obviously. So yeah, here we have some signs and symptoms, just to make sure that everyone is aware of what they're looking for. I mean, I know that this issue can be, I don't want to say sneaky, but for me, like I like having the people around me know what the signs and symptoms are. I mean, it keeps me accountable. But again, you don't have to do anything with that if you don't want to. And I think this is probably my favourite sheet in the whole thing. This is examples of best and worst practice that we at DWED have actually seen, and it's kind of like a guideline as to what to and what not to do. And we've all had the insensitive A&E nurse or the DSN that's put her foot in it and said something really triggering, or one of my personal bugbears is being weighed all the time. I mean, I don't see, if I'm obviously not morbidly obese and I'm obviously not at risk of death because I'm underweight, why do you need to weigh me? It's quite obvious that it's going to be distressing for me, and it's not really going to show you anything. So we have that down here as worst practice. So if for example, if you feel like that, you might want to pass that on, and it's just a kind of, we kind of expect everyone to know what to do with us, but it's not necessarily fair. So this is a sort of guideline that's come directly from all of our members, and we hope that you'll pass this on anyway. Okay, so that is the complex care plan, and it may be that you want to fill this in electronically, so we have provided it on Word as well. So if you download the Word, you can print it, you can save it on your computer and edit it as you see fit, print it off or whatnot, email it. I've done my best with this, but it's by no means a finished product, and I really hope that you will give some feedback, either by emailing us at info@dwed.org.uk, or by commenting on the Facebook page or tweeting us to say what you'd like to see in it, or maybe what you wouldn't like to see in it. Maybe there's something that you think's maybe not appropriate. But either way, I really hope that this helps, and I really hope that you use it and your health professionals find it useful. Okay, take care. Bye bye.